Take no prisoner.
Hey guys, Joe coming in. Got another battle replay for you here on Total War Thrones of Britannia, actually. It is a siege, so welcome back to the land of sieges. We are on the settlement of Northwic. And this was a battle that was actually done on the last time I did a Thrones of Britannia stream on fight nights, which are on Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to come on by. But alright, this is the town center here for Northwic. Unfortunately, I don't have the paint set up for Thrones of Britannia, so that right there is the town center right there, though. You can see victory points.
Has been destroyed.
All right, let's take a look at the armies. We will first start off on the attackers, looking at Northumbria first, being commanded by Dade 2330, and he has brought 4 units of the Danelaw Axeman, Heavy Axeman, 3 units of the Sword Hussar, 3 Jarl's Chosen Swordsman, 1 Sword Herdman, 1 Spearman. His general is a Warlord's Companions. He also has 4 units of archers, 1 catapult, and 1 unit of the Jarl's Elite Horsemen. Moving over to his first ally here, we have the Desmuma, being commanded by RDX Knights, and he has brought 5 units of Chosen Fianna, 2 Erig Heavy Warriors, 2 Kern Heavy Axemen, 1 Gallowglass, tough unit, 1 unit of Axe Warriors. His general is a Household Riders, and he also has 4 units of trained archers, and he has also brought a catapult. Further down, we do have the Norse, being commanded by Propane 9900, and he has brought 4 units of Yam Vikings, which are crazy good. 2 units of the Mailed Hussar Swordsman, 1 Elite Swordsman, 2 units of the Elite Axe Infantry, 1 Viking Chosen Warrior, 1 Freeman. General is a Hearthguard, and he also has 4 units of the Mailed Archers. And then the final attacking army is kind of hidden around in a bunch of different places. The final attacking army is Jorvik, being commanded by Rosa Heath 3, and he has brought 7 units of the Elite Hussar Swordsman, 2 Yams Vikings. General is a Royal Huskarl, 4 units of the Viking Archers, and 1 catapult. He has a very, very elite army. Getting in onto the defending factions, first we will take a look at the Normans, being commanded by Nice Rice 2468. And he has brought 6 units of Norman foot soldiers, 2 units of the Elite Infantry, 2 Axe Levy. General is a Norman Huskarl. He also has 4 units of the Flemish Crossbowmen, and he did bring a catapult. Then in the center, we have Mercia, being commanded by Titled Sum 74012, and he has brought 3. I'm actually going to slow this down because they're kind of moving a little fast. He has brought 3 units of Fjord Axemen, 2 Noble Swordsmen, 2 Thanes, 2 Long Axemen, 2 Marcher Spearmen, 1 regular Spearman. His general is a Royal Bodyguard. He also has 2 units of the Royal Archers and 2 regular Archers. Then we have a West Sax, or Wessex, being commanded by Sir Beeston, and he has brought 3 units of the Veteran Sax Warriors, 2 Chosen Fjord Axemen, 2 Elite Axemen, 1 Mailed Sax, 1 Royal Guard. His general is a Royal Bodyguard. He also has 3 units of the Select Fjord Archers and 1 unit of the Earl's Veteran Javelinmen. And then finally, we have Dyfin being commanded by me. And I brought an elite army myself. I had brought with me 1 unit of the Eastman Elite Swordsman, 1 Elite Axeman, 1 Berserker, 1 Royal Guard, 1 Huskarl, 1 Eastman Fighter, 1 Eastman Spearman. My general is a Hearthguard. I also had brought 2 units of the Veteran Archers, I believe. Veteran Hunters, 2 regular Hunters, and I did bring 1 unit of the Catapult, and I thought I had a cavalry unit somewhere. Could have sworn I had a cavalry unit somewhere. Not sure where it is. Is that it right there? Yep, Eastman Horsemen. Okay, so there you go, guys. Army comps out of the way. You can see the attackers are pouring into the settlement, so let's get ready for the beginning of this battle. So here we are in on the beginning of the battle, and a bunch of the Mailed Hussar Swordsmen. Actually, it's just 1 unit so far, but here comes the rest of the Desmuna Chosen Fianna now making their way into the settlement. You can see the defenders are kind of pulling away from the walls just a little bit. They don't want to take any extra side charges or flank charges or anything like that. So far, nothing really pressing in over on this side. It does look like they are just concentrating on this front corner wall here. But we do see some more of the Norseman army starting to come around the flank not coming around the flank. Looks like they're going to start landing over here on the wall. They were able to break down the gate, so they have immediately rushed a unit of the Chosen Fianna in there, currently taking on some of the Norman Axe Infantry or Norman Axe Levy. You can see they are not looking very well. They are currently winning against the Chosen Vienna, but as far as numbers go, but the Chosen Vienna are definitely going to turn this one back around. They are taking some shots, though. We have some archer fire coming in. I believe that is from who is that firing? Who's that firing? Oh, I think it was this unit of mailed archers right there, trying to fire in, trying to break down that first unit of levies. We have another unit of the long axemen right here, pulling away from combat. They are very susceptible to archer fire. As you can see, they have no shields whatsoever, just gigantic long axes here, meant for cleaving, not so much for blocking arrows. But yeah, you can see a lot of arrows coming in there. A lot of arrows coming back out of the settlement, though, into the mailed Hussar swordsmen. Still doing pretty good, though. 45 kills at this point. We've only lost 35 men, so not too bad. The front line still holding for the defenders. Now, I just want to show real quick, we did have a very small flanking force coming in on the other side. We honestly didn't even notice it at first. So they have broken through the gates. We have a unit of the Kirill Spearmen, or regular, I don't know how to say it. I think it's Cyril or Kirill Spearmen. And we actually have a general, a Royal Huscarl general from Jorvik making his way over here. An artillery from Jorvik. And we do actually have a unit of the Jarl's Elite Horsemen over here from Northumbria as well. So there's a very small attacking force on their way into the settlement. But, yeah, you guys are going to have to see how well that general does here momentarily. We actually started shifting a lot of infantry over there because we weren't exactly sure what all was coming out of the woods. We can obviously see more on the replay than we can during live battles. So we didn't know if there was more hiding back in the woods over here or not. See the cavalry starting to run their way in, so they're going to start making their way inside the settlement. The Jorvik general is still making his way. Looks like he's going to try and cross that bridge there. A lot of the Sayax units coming back, though. 3 units of veteran Sayax, 2 units of the select Fjord archers, and we have another unit of the javelin men over there. And I'm actually rushing a unit of my Eastman elite swordsmen back around over onto the other side. More West Sayax units coming around, so there's a bit of a diversion. Not actually a large diversion here. We're sending a lot of infantry back over on that side. I just want to show real quick the numbers. Originally, the attackers had almost 9,000 men. The defenders here with a little, well, actually exactly 8,300 men. So it is a pretty big battle, about 17,000 men on this battlefield. Artillery now starting to blast into these Danelaw heavy axemen, starting to get some pretty good kills. Another big blast right there, knocking them down to 134 men. So far, I think the attackers are pretty much inside the settlement now. They have completely taken over this corner of the settlement. You can see Northumbria now bringing up the rest of his force. Jorvik still holding all of his archers back in the woods. He still has a decent amount of infantry back here as well. Desmuna is moving up his infantry here as well, and obviously you can see the Norse have moved up infantry closer to the walls. Buildings starting to get burnt over on this side, which definitely starts affecting the settlement damage, which will start giving the defenders debuffs against their melee attack, and I think it does something against their armor and their morale as well. So definitely buildings burning is not something you want to have happen when you are on defense. Yeah, you can hear right there the alert. The settlement is burning. So it is going to start taking, it's up to 2% damage right now. I think it has to get to about 10% for the debuffs to start coming into the defending factions. We have more archers firing in, and that is a perfect target for them to be firing at. Should be trying to take out these long axemen as fast as possible, because they're basically baby Huscarls. They can do a ton of damage. Really good charge bonus. Let's see where their charge bonus is at. 38 charge bonus. Pretty solid. A lot of archer fire coming in, and now, oh, they're still just firing at the front line here. Thane's retreating away. 47 kills for them, but they are taking volley after volley. He's just going to turn them around, charge them right back in there. They were replaced by a unit of the long axemen again. 43 kills, but they are just getting murdered. They get the initial damage when they charge in. It's like a shock infantry unit, but after they stay in combat for a while, they will just start losing very, very, very quickly. As you can see in the distance there, it has been a rather bloody battle up to this point. Like I said, there are almost a little over 17,000 men on the battlefield. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of death. There's definitely going to be a lot of death. So far over on this side, we are holding at the moment. Eastman's fighters right there, only 17 kills. They are not looking very good, but it is just a tier 1 unit. They're currently taking on some tier 2. I think all 3 of these units are tier 2. Yeah, 3 units of tier 2. We do have a unit of mailed Sayaxes, though. They are not looking very well either, but they are closing in on 100 kills, so that is definitely a good thing. Some more infantry coming around. We actually have some of the select Fjord archers there from Wessex making their way around. A couple more units of Fjord axemen here will be holding the line once this initial line breaks, which it is very, very, very close to breaking. I don't know if these units are in their shield castle. It does not look like they are in shield castle, which is definitely a stance that you definitely want to make use of because they can hold. It's like a hoplite wall from Rome 2. They can definitely hold a lot longer, so it's not a bad idea to try and get them into that stance. But oh my god, Viking chosen warriors charging in onto these Norman foot soldiers who are, again, really solid infantry, only a tier 2, but they are really, really good. But currently taking on some shield biters, which is basically a berserker unit. And he's also got another unit of the Viking chosen warriors here. But Long Axeman actually got a nice, see right there, good rear charge. They're doing very well. Unit winning the combat currently. But I think they actually got, no they didn't. I thought they got rear charged again. That is another Norman foot soldier unit right there. Archers still firing away though. Let's see what they got. 32 and 13 so far. A couple more units of the mailed archers here for the Norse faction starting to make their way across. Some more sword hillmen. You can see that the attackers are just waiting to be able to start making their way in here. Norse has some pretty strong units here. Tier 3 elite sword here, some shield biters, which again, like I said, is a berserker, and some mailed archers right there, ready to get inside the settlement. So far, they don't have the greatest of foothold on the gate, but they definitely have a pretty solid foothold over on this side. So I'm imagining that Northumbria is probably going to start bringing some of his archers inside here very, very shortly. Let's swing back around to the other side. The general actually pulled out of the settlement. He lost a decent amount of men. The artillery there with 123 kills. Very, very well done. We do still have the Cyril Spearman. He's actually making his way around. Town center is right there, so we have to keep an eye on that, because if he goes over there and starts neutralizing the town center, that will obviously not be good for us, and we'll have to rush people back towards the town center to try and kill him off. But luckily, I did leave a unit of my Eastman veteran hunters, I keep wanting to say archers, on the back wall there inside the town center, and I am starting to move some of my infantry back across the line. So in all seriousness, this diversion was very, very effective. As you guys can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 units were pulled away from the front line over on this side. I do have my unit of horses. I forgot I brought them outside over here. Did they do anything yet? They actually did. They've lost about 25 men. They have 25 kills. So for right now, their KD is 0, which, not terrible. Not terrible. Obviously, you would like it to be better. Ooh, the Norman artillery. I forgot about. Okay, so getting back into this replay, and that is unfortunately some of the times what happens when you use a mod. Sometimes the videos decide to crash. So hopefully we don't have any more crashes. But I'm pretty much back to where we were. Archer fire still going, catapults still tossing. Speaking of catapults, actually, I had noticed that the Jorvik Viking archers were coming out of the woods over there, and I start bombarding the complete crap out of them. I'll say it that way. Keep it in the PG era. Yeah, completely bombarding the crap out of them. Really getting some good shots in there. Actually, I don't think that one landed. But, so I'm guessing the reason why he's bringing the archers over here was he was going to try and start getting some shots into the defensive front line there. But, I mean, look at the amount of infantry that's right here for the attackers. Really, they are just starting to plow units in over on this side. We have another unit of the Kern Heavy Axemen now starting to get into the fight. The Eastern Spearband still holding the line so far. We also do have a unit of the Fjord Axemen still holding the line, but you can see the Fjord Axemen are definitely dropping down pretty significantly, down to 76, 74 men now. They are only a tier 1 unit, currently taking on some tier 2, and I believe my spearmen are also a tier 1 unit, so it's going to be a little dicey over on this side. That was why I started firing with my catapult. I'm pretty sure that I am reaching the end of my ammunition now. Yeah, there it is. You can see that bar, that black bar right there. That usually is filled with blue right there. That was my final shot. So 186. Let's see if I get up closer to 200. Or was that the final bit right there? 188 kills with my ballista. Not too bad. Or not ballista, sorry, catapult. Not too bad. I actually earned a decent amount of chevrons. 3 chevrons with it, so pretty solid. I did bring some of my Eastern archers or Eastern hunters over here to start firing away onto the Viking hunters over on this side, or Viking archers. But they will start firing back. There is 4 of them compared to my 1. He is actually firing some fire arrows, though, so I kind of got a little bit of a trick out of him. He's using a lot of fire arrows to burn down my catapults, which is fine, because they're out of ammunition, so I don't really care about them anymore anyway. But he is getting them on, he's lighting them on fire. So it's definitely not a terrible thing, but he could easily have just pressed down spacebar to see that there was no ammunition left. But look at this. Ooh, Desmond getting through with a chosen Vienna. 112 kills, chasing away my archers. So quickly again, infantry is going to have to make their way over here. We actually have some of the Flemish crossbowmen, though, getting some good shots. I think a second unit of the Fjord archers right there for Wessex are getting some shots in there as well. They are making their way across. They are unfortunately wavering, but they are still, the whole point of over here is that they're chasing my archers away, which would allow the Jorvik archers to have free reign to be firing over on this side. You can see, I think this is all the infantry that was on the other side. No, Wessex actually has all of his infantry still over here, so you could see how big of a distraction just that one bit was. That tiny, tiny side flanking force, sub-force, whatever you want to call it, that was coming over here, distracted so much away from our front line. You can see right there, let's take a look at the numbers. We've actually closed the distance quite considerably. They have about a 700-man advantage, though. And with that one unit of the Chosen Vienna getting through, actually chased my archers far enough away that his Jorvik archers are now going to be able to start really decimating our front line here. I'm starting to charge in my berserkers here. Very, very strong infantry unit right there. They could do a ton of damage. Let's take a look at their stats real quick. 51 melee attack, 39 melee damage. Melee defense is 70, armor is 37, charge bonus 51. And they have a pretty solid health also, 170 health. So they can definitely do a lot of damage. The only downside to Berserkers is just like Berserkers in any other Total War game, eventually they will go out of control and I won't be able to do anything with them. As one of the downsides of Berserkers, but they have a lot of upsides to them. So, I mean, I'm not saying get a full army of Berserkers, but Berserker or 2 in your force if your faction can bring Berserkers, not a bad thing. But you can see right over on this side, this front has completely broken down. Desmuna now charging in some more of his Kern Heavy Axemen. We do have some of the Northumbrian units over here. The swordsmen here are, unfortunately for them, surrounded. Some of the Norman foot soldiers were able to get around the corner there. But they definitely have more infantry here. This is about to completely break. These 2 units right here actually could charge right into that front line over on this side and start trying to help this sword hearse here out. They're getting close to 100 kills. Let's swing back over here onto the other side. So far, actually, a general's having to get in there. Mercian Royal Bodyguard General having to come up to the front line. Does Mercia not have a whole lot of infantry left? He's got a couple units over here, but those are Royal Archers. I don't think Mercia has very much left in this battle. So that was definitely a big problem for us. One of our factions was pretty much gone. But he still has a unit of his noble swordsmen there, and obviously the general is still very, very strong. He's only lost 7 men so far, but he does have archers. I believe he's got archers starting to fire at him. Yes, he does. He's got some of the mailed archers here starting to fire in onto him. He's going to take some damage. It is a royal bodyguard, so they do have a shield, so that'll definitely help out as far as blocking any sort of arrows coming in. Currently, they still hold this gate for the moment. Some Norman foot soldiers are holding the mouth of the gate. We can see more of the Normans now making their way in. Oh, I'm sorry, Northumbria. Big time loss, big time loss, big time loss. Burning oil is a thing. It is a thing. The catapult crew did come through, though. The strong and mighty 29 men making their way in. Back over on here, though. This is still a problem. This is still a big problem. But, oh, yeah, by the way, I brought my cavalry out over here to get into the Jorvik archers. I wasn't planning on really getting a whole lot of kills, but I'm actually getting up to close to 100 kills with them, which cavalry in Thrones of Britannia, as far as sieges go, not really known to get a ton of kills, but I was actually able to get over 100 kills with that cavalry unit, so pretty solid. They didn't lose anybody else. Now they're starting to lose. We do have a unit of the, who is this? Jarl's Chosen Swordsman coming over here. I think that might spell the end of my cavalry unit in all seriousness, but I did some damage. Nothing crazy. I took out one of the archer units. They might be able to come back. As you can see, this unit did come back, but oh, no, that's right. I just pulled away. I pulled away from the fight, getting back into these Viking archers, but my cavalry now is starting to waver, down to 9 men left in the unit. 124 kills with them, not terrible. Really not terrible at all. My berserkers over here, 157 kills for them. Like I said, berserkers are really, really good, but unfortunately, they are out of control right now. So when they do, if they end up beating this unit of elite Herseer swordsmen, sorry, they will unfortunately just continue on doing whatever they want to do because they're berserkers and that's what they do. So guys, I just want to say, hopefully you guys are enjoying all of the different types of content that I've been putting up on my channel as far as different Total Wars, 12-12, Dawnless Days, the Thrones of Britannia obviously showing here. I'm planning on getting some more Napoleon out. So if you guys have any Napoleon battles, feel free to send them on over to me in Discord. You can find me in the Hungry Wolves Discord, which the link is in the description of the video. Is my cavalry still alive? Oh my god, they are. 3 of them left, 136 kills. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Final unit, final man of the cavalry right there. He's still going. He's still doing stuff. He's still doing stuff. Nope. Nope, he's dead. And look at how happy they all are. Look at how happy they all are for killing one guy. Amazing. But see, here's another problem. Here comes all of the Northumbria archers, 7, 24, 3, and 3. They have ammo. They have a lot of ammo. And they are going to start firing in onto some Fjord Axemen, just trying to drop some more of our numbers. You can see the balance of power is definitely shifting further into our favor, but they definitely still have some strong units out here. Jarl's Chosen Swordsman, still have the Warlord Companion General out there, along with the Hearthguard General from Norse. So we have a lot of strong infantry, along with the Jorvik General. Excuse me there. The Jorvik General over here, he's getting shot. He's getting shot a lot. Unfortunately, he's over here by himself. But I think some of these javelin... Oh, the javelin men still have ammo. Let's see. Javelin volleys. Javelin volleys. Little bit of javelin volleys. But unfortunately, the general, he's still getting shot. He's got 2 units of the select Fjord archers firing right into his back. Only 15 kills, down to 169 out of 240. That is pretty rough. Definitely pretty rough. I mean, it was a good plan, though. As you could see, there was a lot of infantry that came all the way over here to defend such a small sub-force from the attackers. All right, my general now finally up in melee. Where is my... Oh, no, sorry. He was getting shot. My general was actually getting shot by the Northumbria archers. And my catapult crew, still around. They're coming out. Because every unit, every soldier is a fighter in Thrones of Britannia. So make use of everything that you can. I know I have another unit of my Eastman elite axemen making their way over here. Going to try and take on some Yams Vikings, and that is probably not going to go in my favor. I am very thankful, though. I think I'm actually shooting some of them, and I believe the Normans are trying to help me out in killing off these Yams Vikings because they are just absolutely disgusting. We actually have a max on them when we play Thrones of Britannia. I believe the max is 4 Yams Vikings, and you can't go higher than chevroning them up to triple bronze at the beginning of the battle because they are just that disgusting. But the archer fire is definitely helping out over on this side, but we have more. We have more forces from the Jorvik faction making their way up. 2 more full units of elite Herseer swordsmen. And another unit right there of, 3 units. 3 full units of elite Herseer swordsmen making their way over here. I only have 1 unit over on this side. Thankfully, our generals aren't that far away. I actually started to bring up some of my Eastman Huskarls and the Eastman elite swordsmen. So hopefully we'll be able to get up over there and continue holding this line. So far, this line is holding pretty well, the elite axemen, but they're starting to lose decisively. Along with that, with that elite Herseer swordsman getting in there from Jorvik, that is definitely going to be cause of a problem because, again, that is a very, very, very strong infantry unit. Right behind them, we have some more of the select Fjord archers, but there is a decent force still over here, guys. Mailed archers making their way forward. Another unit of the Yams Vikings along, like I said, the Hearthguard General. The Household Riders are still available for use, but they are still trying to take control of this gate. They're having a difficult time getting in there. I think it's still under, yes, it is still currently under our control. So I believe the burning oil is still dropping. Let's just keep an eye. Yes, burning oil is still dropping, but they are getting decent infantry through there. You can see a Yams Viking, 151 Yams Vikings made their way through there. Unit of the, what is this? Trained archers. They were just doing, I'm guessing the trained archers are just getting in there to try and break in and maybe make some problems for us. We actually have a unit of the mailed archers getting around the flank of this unit of Norman foot archers. 194 kills for them. Very, very solid amount of kills. But the defensive lineup over here, we have the Royal Bodyguard for Mercia, 306 kills for him, but he is down to way less than half the unit. He's actually at about a third of his unit left. So he is definitely taking a lot of damage. Royal Archers there, 212 kills for them, but you can still see, like I said, there is a lot of infantry here left for the attackers. 2 units of the Yams Vikings, 2 units of elite Herseer Swordsmen. Another unit of Yams Vikings coming in here for the Norse faction. So we have a lot of really strong infantry left to deal with. And the archers now over here have free reign to be able to get as many shots into the settlement as they want. Looks like they're trying to litter down onto the select Fjord archers. This front line starting to fall apart again. Elite Herseer Swordsmen, 74 kills. They're down to 115 men, so they've only lost 45 at this point. And there it goes. That front line now broken, so these guys are all going to be able to get into these select Fjord archers. Generals are still... Actually, no, my general had to get in combat. I did charge my general into the Kern Heavy Axeman. So far, 25 kills, but I've lost 4 men already. That is not a good sign. I mean, this is a Hearthguard general, very strong, but I do pull away. Back over on this side, Eastman Huskarls still trying to do what they can do. 89 kills. They actually broke a unit of the Elite Sword Herseer. So that is definitely good. Elite Herseer Swordsman, I'm sorry. So that is good. I definitely should get them out of there, though, instead of just letting them continuously get shot. But this right here, this is a big, big, big problem. Yams Vikings, Elite Sword Herseer, that is a strong force. More Northumbrians now making their way forward. Jarl's Chosen Swordsmen making their way in. Let's take a look again at the balance of power. We have about a 300-man advantage, but the strength of the units they have left compared to what we have left, they have stronger infantry. They definitely have stronger infantry on that side. You can see that the Norse are now starting to bring some more around. The general's coming around. Looks like the Northumbrian general is now making his way inside the settlement. We do have probably archers coming in here now too. Let's see, 48, 27, 16, and this unit here with 25. So even these Northumbrian archers still have ammunition left. Fighting still going on over on this side. The Normans are trying to hold back against Yams Vikings and a Kern Heavy Axeman. So far they're doing pretty good. Again, archers being used rather effectively. We have the Flemish crossbowmen here volleying very high, which is a little strange for crossbowmen to be able to do that. You can see just going to wait for a volley here from them. You guys will be able to see that they fire pretty much straight up and somehow have their crossbow bolts come landing right down on top of all those Yams Vikings there. But there you go. Volley coming straight up in the air and pretty much straight on back down there. So they're getting some kills. The Norman general, no, sorry, not the Norman. The Desmuna general trying to break his way through here. Got a nice charge into some of these Norman foot soldiers, giving a little bit more of the Yams Vikings a space to try and get an attack in there. You can see the Yams Vikings are breaking their way through. Actually, I think, did he dismount? Did he dismount from his cavalry? I think he did. Yes, he did. He did actually end up dismount. Did he? Hold on a second. Let's get in here. Did he actually dismount his general? Where's the gate? There it is. Yes, he did. He did actually dismount from his general. Not a bad idea. Get them onto the ground so they'll be able to have some better fighting chance there against all of that melee infantry. But look at the attackers now starting to break on through. We have a Northumbrian Jarl's chosen swordsman getting into the royal bodyguard of Mercia, and I believe his general just died. Yes, he did. So the Mercian general is now dead. Mercia is pretty much out of the battle now. I don't see any more of his banners, but look right there. Coming around, a Jorvik unit of the elite Herseer swordsmen making their way around, and I'm having to try and chase them down with one of my own Eastman elite swordsmen to try and catch them. But he is making his way towards the center, towards the town center. Thankfully, Wessex had a unit of his chosen Fjord Axemen over on this side, so we will be able to try and at least keep him away from starting to neutralize and maybe even capture the town center. But the Jorvik general is not dead. He still has 106 men left, and as you can see, Wessex has pulled completely away from this side because he kind of had to. He had to bring all of that infantry back over onto this side to continue trying to hold the line. Even to the point where I had to charge my general back in yet again to try and hold back all of these elite Herseer swordsmen and Jans Vikings. Elite Huskarls from me trying to make their way around the flank. I think I try and get down here to charge in on the flank of them. But look at this. More infantry. I know they're just archers, but they still have ammo, guys. These archers still have ammo, and we still have a full Warlord's Companion General and pretty much a full Hearthguard General. So there's a lot of strength left for the attackers. I don't want the balance of power to guys to really fool you, or the man count to really fool you guys all that much, because they have some really, really, really strong infantry left. Eastman Huskarls trying to get around. I think I'm actually I was trying to get them into the back of the Sword Herseer there, but they are just getting absolutely decimated. There they go. Gone. 187 kills for them. Not a bad amount of kills, but it's unfortunate that they just got wrecked right there. Mercian General is still alive currently. I mean, the General is dead, but the unit is still alive. But look at the archer fire coming in over here. The Northumbrian archers getting some fantastic shots in onto the Flemish crossbowmen, who even they still have ammo left. They still have ammo, 74, 84, and this unit with 85. They definitely still have ammo left in their quivers, I guess. I think bolts were carried in quivers. My Eastman veteran hunters here starting to fire again away, but unfortunately they didn't get a whole lot of kills as of yet. I don't remember how many kills they end up with, but only 44 kills to this point. This front is still holding for the moment. Eastman Royal Guards, again, unit is losing, and we have a unit of the Elite Axemen losing. Currently, I mean, they're, like I said, these guys are strong. Sword Herseer is pretty strong, but the Jans Vikings right there, and the Elite Herseer Swordsmen. Very, very strong units, 177, 82 kills for the Jans Vikings, but there is still 90 of them left in the unit, and they are going to start being reinforced. Some of the archers there from Northumbria are going to charge in. You can see that the defenders are starting to pull away from this side. They're going to start making their way around, but there's more infantry here. Another unit of Jans Vikings, and the Hearthguard General for Norse hasn't even gotten inside the settlement yet. So there's still a lot left. I think we still have archers over here. Are they out? Viking archers only 10 kills, so I think they still have ammo. Yeah, they definitely still have ammo. This unit still has ammo. So there is a decent amount of archer ammo still over on this side. So this battle is far from over. Far, far, far from being over. And some of the Desmuna trained archers here, 95 kills, getting some more shots. They're getting close to the end of their volley attempts, or the end of their ammo. But the Young Vikings now here again, starting to get in. But unfortunately for this unit, they did get surrounded. The veteran Sayax warriors did finally get a bit of a surround on these Jans Vikings. Not looking good. Not looking good. So we actually handled a Jans Viking pretty well. But look at the center. The center is really breaking. Not center. The left side center, I guess, really starting to break apart. Northumbria chosen swordsmen starting to come through here, getting into the select Fjord archers. Some of the Curial archers there for Northumbria as well, getting into these archers. So we're going to have the Wessex General come back. I don't remember where he goes. I think he tries to charge in there. Oh, no, he's going to get charged. Ooh, unfortunate. That was definitely an unfortunate time right there.
Run them down! Our men have turned tail and run, the cowards!
see what the settlement damage is at. 7%, so you can see right there, it's -1 melee skill and -1 supplies. I don't really remember what supplies does for the settlement, though, honestly. I don't think it does very much as far as for multiplayer battles. But, I mean, guys, we still got a full Warlord's Companion right there. The Norse General finally getting inside, and he is winning decisively against these two units. He's still getting shot by arrows, though. Oh, wait, no, he's not. Sorry, that's the Desmuna. Trained archers firing away again. Almost out. They are doing a lot of damage to this to the Wessex soldiers, though. This general's going to get a lot. He's lost 13 men. He's got 52 kills, but he did just get into the settlement, so he's just starting to get to work. Some more Norman elite infantry coming around the flank. Maybe he's going to try and surround that Hearthguard general. General combat over on this side. We have my general, the Hearthguard general, currently taking on the Warlord's Companion general, but he's not by himself. At least I'm not by myself. I have some Royal Guards there with me and Chosen Feared Axemen. The Warlord's Companion general still taking shots, but he's only lost 19 men. 19 men. And he is chugging along, getting close to 100 kills. My general, 165 kills, but down to 96 men. Balance of power is definitely starting to show in our favor, though. Enemy general just died. Was that the Warlord general over here? Nope, that was the Desmuna general finally dying. 52 kills. You can see the Norman general chasing him away. Make sure that he does not come back. Minute 45 left in the battle. We definitely still have some more kills to go, but we were able to be victorious in holding this, but we definitely lost a decent amount. Both sides losing a considerable amount of men. So is that general still alive? Is the Jorvik general still alive? No, Jorvik general has finally been taken out. Only 40 kills. So the question all the way back, or the statement that I made all the way back at the beginning when I said, see how many kills he gets. Do you guys think that it was worth it for that Royal Huscarl general to come over there by himself? Or should he have stayed with the rest of his army to try and make his way through? Because if that was still a full unit of Royal Huscarls, I think we might be in a little bit of trouble. I really think we'd be in a little bit of trouble because, as you can see, I'm just going to show my army real quick. I have my general there, 89 men. I have a unit of my Eastman Royal Guards there, 47 men. Then I have 1, 2, 3 more units of archers. I'm sorry, 4 more units. No, that's an elite swordsman also. Was that the unit that killed over here? I think maybe that was. But anyway, regardless, I don't know if that Huscarl general, if he was over on the other side attacking with the rest of the forces, that might have actually changed things. That may have actually turned things around for the attackers, because that would have been another 240 Royal Huscarls to get in, as we were pretty much running out of ammunition. We did not have a whole lot of ammo left, and as far as infantry goes, I want to say the Normans are the ones that have the most infantry. Maybe Wessex has a lot of infantry left. The general over here, though, for the Norse, still doing work. 172, so even he getting into combat as late as he did, close to 200 kills. But that is a close defeat. Close defeat? We won. How is that a close defeat? But there you go, guys. That is the end of the battle, and unfortunately, there are no ending stats, so that is going to be the end right there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the battle. Make sure to like, comment, share the video around. Really trying to get this channel to start booming up, guys. So this is, like I said, this is the land of sieges. You will see the most siege content on this channel by far. But all right, guys, that is going to be the end. Have a good rest of your day. Stay safe, and as always, until the next one. Hey guys, I just wanted to take this opportunity to send a special thanks to my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members. Thank you very much for your continued support. I really appreciate it.